There's an incident going viral surrounding CM Punk. The footage is circulating online, X, YouTube, everywhere, where he slapped the phone out of a fan's hands, where he was reportedly, the fan, videotaping Bayley and AJ Lee in the hotel lobby. And CM Punk is seen, and I'll show you the video clip in a moment, slapping the camera out of his phone camera out of his hands to the floor. They then are separated. CM Punk goes his way and the fan goes his way. And there's a lot of outrage online. People are split. Did CM Punk, was he justified in doing what he did? Is there any legal ramifications morally and so on? So I stand pretty firmly on the side of legality. And legality says this fan had all the right in the world to record who he wants to in public. While the hotel is a private, it's a private venue, the public is invited in. And if you look at Nevada law, there's nothing that says that if you're in a hotel lobby, you should have any reasonable expectation of privacy. Therefore, the fan was well within his legal right to videotape whoever or whatever he wanted inside the hotel lobby. It's not as if the fan went into the person's room or into the lady's room, Bayley or AJ, and recorded them in a private setting with the expectation of privacy. Then you're looking at legal problems. But you're in a hotel lobby. It's public. There's no reasonable expectation of privacy. So the fan's not going to be in any legal trouble. In fact, quite the opposite could happen, where CM Punk, if the fan wanted to, could charge him with assault or battery or destruction of property or criminal mischief. There's a number of things, if you look at the law, that he could do with CM Punk. Now, that's the legal part of it. There is no standing for this fan to be charged. The other part of this is the moral part, which is what a lot of fans are looking at in the court of public opinion. Did this fan do the right thing? And did CM Punk do the right thing? Morally, take the legal part of it out. And number one, it depends on what the fan was doing. Again, from a moral perspective, what was he doing? Was he just videotaping them? And I'll show you the footage. Let me just show it to you now, and then we'll get to it here. Let me pull up my screen and I'll go over to YouTube and we'll play it and come back. And let me replay that. You can see it here. Slaps a fan right there. That person's head is in the way. That fan. And you see Bayley and AJ right in the background.
Sorry, man.
He even apologizes.
Sorry,
and they go their separate way. Let me go back, though. I'll show you. We'll see this again in another. See, boom, right there. Slaps the phone out of his hand. Security jumps in. And in the background, AJ and Bayley are hugging. Clearly in no danger. And if they felt that uncomfortable. All right, let's exit that mode here. We'll get out of this. Pause. If they felt that uncomfortable, then why are they still there? Like if they felt that uncomfortable, then wouldn't you have just walked away, left the lobby? If you were that uncomfortable, felt that much in danger? Well, yeah, probably. And CM Punk is trying to do right by what he thinks is the right thing to do. And some of you would agree. And again, we don't know what the fan was videotaping specifically. Was he videotaping just them? Was he videotaping parts of their body? Maybe, but even if he was just videotaping them, of course, you can do whatever you want with the footage afterwards. It's a bit of a conundrum there too. But there's no proof of what this guy was trying to do. He might have just been a pest videotaping them, as many stars were throughout the night and throughout the weekend. Many of the wrestlers were videotaped going to the lobby. Randy Orton was followed by a mob of people going to try to find the elevator in the hotel. And it's just the kind of nature of the business. So CM Punk could be in legal trouble if the fan wants to go that far. But we don't know what that guy was doing. And I'm not defending if the guy was trying to get inappropriate footage of the girls. But even if you were standing back again and you were just videotaping them in front of you, and you weren't zooming in on anything, you can zoom in on things after the fact. So you would have to just assume that that's his intention. We don't know what the intention was. But again, you're in a public setting. This is part of your job. It may not be a glorious part, a glamorous part of the job. It may not be a part of the job that you love to do, but it is a part of it nonetheless. This goes for any entertainment star, any professional football player, professional baseball player, anybody in the movie industry, any politician. You're in the public eye. This is kind of what you get paid for in part. And many people here are going to say, "Oh, he's defending it. How can you?" Again, can you get inside this guy's brain? Do you know what he was doing? And how do you know that if he was videotaping them, which he was, what his intentions are? Maybe he just wanted to get a video of two big name wrestlers. How do you know what he was doing? He wasn't being aggressive, going up to them, trying to touch them, trying to, there was none of that. He was standing back. The girls were hugging each other. He was probably 8 feet from them. They didn't clearly feel like they were in any big danger if they're standing there. So again, I am on the side of legality. I understand from a moral perspective, some of you may say, this is creepy. Well, creepy isn't illegal, number one. And number two, how do you know? Can you get inside the brain and the intentions of this fan? No. So CM Punk is going to get a little bit of heat for this. I'm sure the office isn't probably going to do anything unless the fan presses any kind of charges, which we don't know at this time. But it's making its rounds, and it's certainly a piece of discussion right now in the wrestling community. So let me know what you guys think. I know many of you are going to somehow say I'm okay with fans recording inappropriate videos of wrestlers, but you have to understand a public setting is a place that you have no expectation of privacy. If you're sneaking around in people's rooms or you hack someone's device and get their personal pictures, that's different. But if a fan is just there and he's recording you while you are in a public setting, there's not much to do here. It's a whole bunch of nothing. And CM Punk is in the wrong. He just is. He is in the wrong here. I know he's trying to be the great moral voice for what I think he believes what the person was doing. I understand it's his wife. Unless he was being aggressive towards her, trying to do something inappropriate or illegal to her physically, not much you can do. It would be the equivalent of somebody who is just yelling at your wife. Again, as a public figure, you're held to a higher standard. You have more to lose than that person who's doing it does. Doesn't mean it's right. Does not mean it's right. But you have to understand the situation you're in is a no-win situation. And CM Punk chose the road of slapping the phone out of the fans' hands, which other people are videotaping. It's the world of everyone can see everything. I don't think it's going to end well for Punk, but I understand why people would feel he's justified. But you have to understand there's kind of two schools of thought here. There's legal and there's moral, and there's also how do you know what the fans' intentions were, and they're in a public space. All right, I'll end it there. If you guys want a full review of my WrestleMania 42 thoughts and much more video like this, you can follow me everywhere and hear my take on everything going on this weekend. Search for me, the WWE Podcast, and I will catch you guys later.